It all started with a silence so deep you could hear the walls breathe. The courtroom was packed, cameras flashing, whispers slicing through the air, and then Melody Shari stood up, holding a single brown envelope that would change everything. No one moved. Even Martell Holt, usually the picture of calm arrogance, froze in his seat like he'd just seen a ghost. Rumors had been swirling for weeks, fans claiming Melody had something she'd been saving for the right moment. But no one, not even Martell's closest allies, could have predicted this. Inside that envelope wasn't just evidence. It was proof. Proof that allegedly tied Martell to a web of lies, manipulation, and betrayal that went way beyond what the show ever revealed. As the clerk slid the papers across the table, Martell's hands began to shake. His lawyer leaned in, whispering something under his breath, but it was too late. The damage was already done. Melody didn't need words. The document spoke louder than any courtroom speech could dot. And when the judge looked up, expression unreadable, voice heavy. The room erupted. Gasps, cries. Even one juror covered her mouth in shock. Martell's entire world, his image, his control, his pride began to crumble right before everyone's eyes. What was in that envelope? Why did Martell really break down? And how did this one shocking revelation manage to shatter not only his case, but his entire legacy? Because what happened next, no one saw coming. The moment that envelope hit the table, it was like the world stopped spinning. You could feel the air leave the room. The energy flipped in an instant. Martell's confidence, that trademark smirk he always wore, vanished. His eyes darted toward Melody, and for the first time in years, he looked terrified. It wasn't just fear of losing a case. It was the fear of being exposed. Melody didn't flinch. She stood there, calm, collected, and dangerous. Her lawyer whispered, "Are you sure you want to do this?" And she simply replied, "They need to know the truth." Then she opened her phone, connected it to the courtroom's monitor, and hit play. The video that appeared sent shockwaves through the entire courtroom. A secret recording Martell's voice. It's unmistakable, arguing with a woman who wasn't Melody. His tone was angry, desperate, almost panicked. "You can't tell her. You promised," he shouted. The woman's voice trembled. "She deserves to know, Martell. You lied to everyone." The audio crackled. And then came the part that made the judge's eyes widen. Martell admitting to fabricating details in court filings, manipulating evidence, and gaslighting Melody for months to protect his image. Melody stood silently as everyone listened. You could hear the sound of her heart breaking underneath that cold composure. Fans in the gallery pulled out their phones, live tweeting every moment. Hashtag Martell Exposed started trending before the clip even ended. Then Martell snapped. "That audio is fake. She's lying," he screamed, slamming his hands on the table. The bailiff stepped forward, warning him to calm down. But it was too late. His rage only proved her point. The judge ordered order in the court, but the chaos was unstoppable. Reporters ran outside, calling their producers. Melody's team exchanged glances. They had more. Everyone knew it. That video was just the beginning. Moments later, Melody's lawyer handed the judge another document, labeled Exhibit B. Inside were text messages, hundreds of them, screenshots of Martell manipulating not just Melody but producers from Love and Marriage, Huntsville, threatening to control the narrative. The judge leaned back, eyebrows raised. "Mr. Holt," he said, voice low but sharp, "these messages, are they yours?" Martell didn't answer. His mouth opened, but no sound came out. His lawyer whispered frantically, "Say something," but Martell couldn't. He was frozen, the weight of every lie pressing down on him. Melody just stared. You could almost see years of pain, betrayal, and humiliation dissolving into quiet strength. For her, this wasn't revenge. It was release. Outside, social media was already exploding. Fans reposted clips from the courtroom. Influencers went live. Melody really did that. One screamed. She exposed him with receipts. Another shouted on TikTok. The internet had chosen its side, and it wasn't Martell's. But what no one knew was that this wasn't even the full story. There was still something else, something that would make everything we thought we knew about. Martell Holt collapsed completely, because that night, after court ended, a mysterious video began circulating online, one that no one could trace. But everyone was talking about a video that might prove Melody wasn't the only one holding secrets. That night, as the courtroom lights dimmed and the reporters cleared out, the world thought it had seen the end of Martell Holt. But oh, how wrong they were. Because just hours later, around midnight, a video began spreading like wildfire on Twitter and TikTok. A grainy clip, just 37 seconds long, that looked like it had been recorded secretly inside a dimly lit hotel room. The title on the clip, Martell before court the night he tried to fix everything. The footage showed Martell pacing back and forth, talking to someone off camera. His voice cracked under pressure. "She's not supposed to have that recording," he said, running a hand through his hair. "If this gets out, everything's done. The show, the endorsements, my reputation, everything." Then a voice responded, low, female, and chillingly calm. "You should have thought about that before lying under oath, Martell." Fans froze the frame, slowed it down, and enhanced the audio. The voice. It wasn't Melody. It sounded eerily like Ariane Curry, the woman whose name had haunted his past for years. Within an hour, gossip blogs caught fire. Shade Room reposted it. YouTube reactors dissected every frame. Hashtag Hotel Nights started trending at #1. But the real bomb didn't drop until the morning when Ariane herself went live on Instagram, eyes swollen, voice trembling, and said, "He told me to delete that clip. He begged me not to say a word." People flooded the comments. Wait, is Ariane confirming the leak? Did she record Martell before court? So Melody wasn't the only one with receipts. The internet turned into a war zone. Melody's supporters called it karma. Martell's few remaining defenders said it was a setup. But then, someone leaked screenshots of a text conversation between Martell and a producer from OWN Network. The texts were brutal. "Delete the footage or I'll sue." Too late. The footage is already out. You can't silence the truth, Martell. And then came the real twist. A mysterious third number entered the chat. The message read, "If you want it to stop, meet me alone." No one could confirm who sent it, but fans began speculating that it might be Carlos King, the show's executive producer. The theory spread faster than fire. Twitter threads, Reddit posts, TikTok breakdowns, all pointing to the same idea. That the network knew everything and had been covering it up for ratings by afternoon. Reporters camped outside Martell's house. His PR team issued a vague statement claiming ongoing cyber harassment and fabricated media. But when TMZ aired the second clip, this time showing Martell on a late-night phone call saying, "If she exposes that document, I'm finished," the world collectively gasped. Every celebrity blog exploded. Even reality stars outside the love and marriage Huntsville universe chimed in. Candy Burris tweeted, "Some people can't hide from karma forever." Kenya Moore posted a cryptic Instagram story saying, "Truth always wins." Meanwhile, Melody stayed silent until her lawyer dropped a bomb of his own. He confirmed that the recordings were submitted legally and that more evidence would be presented in the coming hearing. The truth, he said, is only beginning to unfold. The courtroom footage, the hotel video, the leaked texts, it all painted a picture far darker than fans expected. Martell wasn't just fighting for his reputation now. He was fighting for survival. And just when the internet thought the drama couldn't get any worse, a new email leaked, allegedly, from an OWN network insider, claiming that executives were considering pulling Martell from all upcoming episodes to protect the brand. But then something strange happened. Late that night, cryptic Instagram story appeared on Martell's account. White text on a black background. "They think they've seen everything, but I'm not the only one with secrets." Within minutes, it vanished, deleted, but screenshots spread instantly. Fans began speculating, was Martell about to strike back? Or was he spiraling completely out of control? because whispers started circulating that Martell had one final recording of his own. A tape that could ruin Melody's image and flip the entire narrative. Nobody could prove it, but the tension in Huntsville was about to reach a boiling point by dawn. The entire city of Huntsville was buzzing. Camera crews parked outside courthouses. Bloggers refreshing every second for updates. Fans dissecting each pixel of the alleged final recording. Fans swore it was Melody's voice, but then a distorted laugh echoed, followed by a line that made everyone's blood run cold. "Tell them about the deal, Martell. Tell them about the network's cover-up." The audio cut out there, just static and breathing. No one could confirm if it was authentic. But within hours, #Martell tapes trended globally. TikTok detectives claimed to have matched the background hum to a local Huntsville hotel. YouTubers broke it down frame by frame. One viral clip titled "The Moment Martell Realized He's Done For" hit 1 million views in just 2 hours. Then Melody's attorney made a public statement that turned everything upside down. If these recordings are real, they may violate multiple court orders. "We will not comment further, but our evidence stands." The next 24 hours were chaos. OWN Network issued a press release stating unauthorized materials had been distributed and that an internal investigation was underway. But fans weren't buying it. They wanted blood and they wanted truth. Then the biggest twist yet. One of Martell's former assistants came forward in a tearful Instagram Live. "I can't stay quiet anymore," she said, wiping tears. "There's more. There's footage they didn't show in court. Footage that proves everything Melody said was true. And worse." She claimed there were 3 more recordings, one involving an argument between Martell and a show producer, another between Martell and Arione, and one that never should have existed. When asked why she was speaking now, she whispered, "Because he told me he'd rather die than let them win." The live was deleted moments later, but screenshots spread instantly. You could feel the world holding its breath. Then, just as everyone thought it couldn't escalate further, Martell himself went live on Instagram. His eyes were red, his voice unsteady. "Y'all want the truth? Fine. The truth destroyed me," he said. "They wanted to bury me because I wouldn't play by their rules." He paused, staring into the camera, silent for a full 10 seconds. Then he leaned closer. "You think I'm the only one who's been lying? Wait till you see who's behind all this. It ain't Melody. It ain't Arione. It's bigger than all of us." Screen cut off instantly. No one knew if it was a technical glitch or if he'd been forced offline. But within minutes, fans were screaming that Martell's phone number had gone unreachable. Twitter imploded. Did OWN shut him down? Was he silenced? Where is Martell? Theories spiraled into madness, secret deals, producer cover-ups, even FBI involvement. Some fans claimed they saw black SUVs outside Martell's house. Others said he'd fled the state by midnight. Melody broke her silence, posting a single photo of herself holding court documents with the caption, "Proof speaks louder than pain. It was over." Or so everyone thought. But then TMZ dropped a late-night bombshell. Exclusive. OWN source confirms. Martell was about to release hidden files from network server before his account was locked. The article detailed a shocking claim that Martell had evidence implicating major executives in manipulating footage and storylines for years. If true, it would blow the entire Love and Marriage Huntsville franchise apart. The episode ended not with justice, but with confusion, chaos, and fear. Fans flooded the comments. Where's Martell? Why is Melody so calm? What's the real truth? And then came the final moment, a chilling anonymous email sent to multiple gossip outlets. No name, no address, just one sentence. Martell's gone dark. But the files are still coming. The entertainment world went silent. Everyone from YouTubers to journalists was left with the same question echoing in their minds. Was this the end of Martell Holt? Or just the beginning of the biggest scandal in reality TV history? And if you thought that was wild, trust me, this story is just getting started. The truth about Martell, Holt, Melody, and those mysterious leaked files is unraveling faster than anyone can control. Every hour, new insider clips keep dropping, new voices are stepping forward, and the puzzle keeps twisting. We don't even know who's telling the truth anymore, but one thing's for sure. Someone is about to lose everything. So here's what I need you to do right now. Don't scroll. Don't click off. Don't miss what's coming next. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, because the next update, it's going to make this one look tame. Turn on your notifications so you're the first to hear it when the next leak drops, because when those files hit the public, it's going to shake the entire love and marriage, Huntsville universe to its core. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you think Melody really won? Or is Martell sitting on something explosive that could flip this whole case around? Are the networks hiding something? Or did Martell just destroy himself live on camera? Your opinion matters because you're part of this investigation now. The fans are the jury. And this story doesn't end until you decide whose truth you believe. So like this video. Share it everywhere.